Morning, everyone. Welcome to the new week. Yet another Monday. What is going on here? Okay. Alrighty. Let's see. Where is everybody? It's kind of weird. Hey, Miles. There's no peanuts in here other than yourself. Very strange. Very quiet. Okay, that's fine. Monday is Monday, and probably really should be doing work and not fiddling around. But stuff arrived that I wanted to play with, so that's what we're going to do. And yeah, we got the PayPal contributions notification system running, at least I think I have. So I'm going to have to do some testing. Hello, Paul. Let's see. Maybe we should be starting with like $1 transaction. I should try it. But let me just put in a link here. That should take you to a page that's pretty sparse, and I'll have a PayPal link on it. And the PayPal link should show that it's a donation page, as opposed to just a normal PayPal transaction. I'm not sure how I can actually set this up so it's visible permanently, like somewhere on the stream. I'm not sure. Hey, Pedro. Yeah, I'd say people best start with, if you want to have fun testing it, start with $1. Because we don't even know if it's actually going to work. I'm watching it here because remember, this is my code, so it's probably going to be really shonky. And also, I've now got both the soft boxes arrived, and later on I'll do more. I'll do the LED panels again, but yeah, I've got these wall mounts as well. That's going to take a hell of a lot of fun and games. But we did get my new circuit boards. They arrived about 15 minutes ago. I'm not expecting much from this. It's probably going to be a dud, but we'll have a look. Naturally, I've got a stencil. So yeah, I only got 5 done. Hey, Greg. So obviously a number of us are disappointed today because SpaceX didn't launch. Yeah, it's Monday. Although for them it was Sunday. No, that's the FAT one. James A just donated $1. Did you not leave it? Did you leave a message, James? By the way, the sounds are random. I don't know what I'm doing. I will try and find sounds and animations and build them up. It costs more using that link. How do you mean it costs more? Oh, because it's, yeah. Don't worry about that then. I mean, look, let's be real. YouTube takes 30% roughly. PayPal takes 2.5%. It's a win no matter what. Let's see if it, well, at least that worked. And let's see, Jim Hook. Oh yeah, that's the only other trouble, is that it will use your name. So I do abbreviate the last name just to the letter. Yeah, man. There we go. At least we know it worked. And you'll notice that it leaves a long-term list up here as well. At least for the last 3. Hey, Zoltan. Okay, so now the trick is for me to see how much bigger was this hole. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to gimbal too much on that hole. It's not a huge difference. It's about, I think it's about 5 mil diameter. Let's see how Paul's going to use his old way. Okay, you can always just send one. In fact, yeah, we've got to find you a what do you call it? We have to find you a person who is worthy of your generosity. Now, what am I after? I'm after my box of optics. Is this the right box? Yep, this is the right box. Okay. Okay, so that's a pretty good gimballing range possible. So that's around about, I'd say that's about 30 degrees. I mean, realistically, I was hoping just for plus or minus 10. So yeah, I think that can work. Of course, I don't know if the board works. Hey, Rick Charles, sir, senior, sir, what's SR, senior, senor? So you reckon should be, oh, here we go, Therese, no, thanks for all you do. Thank you very much, Therese. Okay, I cannot hear the sounds, by the way, but I can see when it comes up. Because I don't have obviously I don't have a headset, I don't have speakers. But that's fine, I wouldn't hear anyway. But at least I can see it on my 15-inch screen in front of me. Hey, ITC. Board repair guy. Okay. So I think overall it's a pretty reasonable success. Okay. Thunderbird 6. Let's see if it comes up. It can take about 30 to maybe up to a minute, because all I'm doing is I'm polling my server, and it's all in US dollars. Yes, it is. Unfortunately, I can't change that one. There's a lot more limitations with the PayPal method, I'm sorry. I'll see if I can change it later, but for the moment I just wanted to see if the mechanism works. What's this? It costs £20 more? Really? 20 more? That's interesting. Why does it cost you £20? Where did that come out? Is that because of the exchange? Paul H. But just for a check. Thank you very much, Paul H. Maybe just leave it like that. There is a bit of delay because, like I said, it's polling. So, yeah, it takes some time. I'm just trying to work out why it's 20 quid more. Can you set up a pin comment for live chat for donation? That's a, yeah, good idea, Paul. Oh, Jim, sorry, I don't know what I say, Paul. Let's see. Actually, I should be able to go back. Pin. There we go. Pin messages up. Thanks for that. That works. I don't know why I didn't think of that, but that's a good thing that I've got you all there to think for me. Greg, you've got earbud pains? Okay, hang on there. I'm just going to go to the master overlay. Let's see. Filters. Add. Gain. Okay. Close. Okay, I put a 4.5 dB drop on it. Paul, no, it's not doing it through YouTube. That's the whole thing. None of this is through YouTube. This is strictly PayPal. maybe I can drop the sound. If I can come up with a decent soundbite to start with, I was just trying things. I was trying to get the Majesty one, which is you hear the gold clinking, and then the little character says, "More gold, Your Majesty." Wow, something's gone horribly wrong here. That's a good point, Ben Wilson. Yeah. Although I'm not sure if that happens with donations, though, because it is under a donation classification. I don't know what happened to the stream then, but we dropped to like 400. I was thinking about that particular soundbite, Miles, but I really don't want that one because it's not me. That was a once in a million thing. So yeah, I was thinking I'll get the Majesty 2 More Gold, Your Majesty soundbite, but I can't find it yet. I might have to actually get the game, play the game, capture the audio. Could use one of the cats meowing, possibly. I can also do an animation, like it's basically, it just plays a media file, so it could be a video file combined with other things, or yeah. Anyway, not that it's the most important thing here, it's more a case of I just wanted to see if we could do it, because I know a few people have sent things and I've missed seeing them. Which game? It's just called Majesty. And there's also a Majesty 2. It's like from the early 2000s. It was a game we used to play heaps. And yeah, when the tax collector came along and bought the gold to you, you'd hear that classic gold clink sound, the coins sort of sound, and then there'll be a little character saying, "More gold, Your Majesty." Normal PayPal winners. It looks like poor old Paul, the person that I actually was doing this for, does not get to enjoy the thing. Thank you very much, Paul Hal. Honestly, like I said, I don't expect it, obviously. I very much appreciate it. But I also wonder if there isn't someone else out there that could really benefit from it. Share it around, as it were. Lizard donation button. What? My kingdom for a dog. Oh, well, Worms too. I actually never played that. I didn't even play Worms. Okay, let's see if we can build one of these. And at least then I can start the 3D print process, which is going to be hella fun. Alright, it's been a while since I've done one of these. At least I know the mechanics are working. That is, yeah, I can see that it is picking up the contributions, it's listing them up, so. Well, Paul, hopefully you do find, I mean, yeah, I'm sure there are others out there. By the way, yeah, as I was saying, I've got 2 softboxes running now. So hopefully the things will be a little bit less harsh. I'm missing out? What? Oh, right, worms, right, yeah. Not missing out on worms. Most of my time at that era was spent playing Diablo 2. I'm just trying to work out what my situation is. Here's my little spinner. Put the heat sink. I'm going to have to go by memory on this one. I can see already like the reflections on here and here are far less severe than they have been in the past, so that's nice. Honestly, I probably should not be doing this. So I should be doing real work. But this is fun. And I've waited a fair bit for these to arrive. Hey, Mr. Stamps, welcome. There were some issues with the production of this particular board. In the past, everything's gone straightforward, and the printing, the place that manufactures it, has never had an issue. But for some reason, this time around, they ended up asking me like 3 or 4 different questions about what was going on with the board, and I'm like, I don't know, man. It's like I'm just copying it as I had it before, so I don't know what's changed. Got it resolved, but the trouble is, it means if I do it again, they're going to have to probably ask those questions again. Where's my paste? What the hell? Someone trying to call me on my phone. More wasted paste. What's this? Ever since the honey scandal, was that PayPal or was that someone else? Yep, that's going to work. I mean, realistically, as a seller, you really don't have a lot of options. I mean, I know there are other options for getting money, people to pay you and things like that, just in normal everyday business, other than PayPal. But realistically, if you want a chance of getting a reasonable portion, a large portion of the market, PayPal is your only solid bet still. Got to clean the stencil. See, the latest thing that everybody's squawking about, of course, is the change of the postal rates for the US. But there seems to be a bit of disinformation, or not quite fully specced out information going on there, because the high fees and delays seem to be relating more to packages that are transferring through the country for some reason. But for my situation, sending out the meters and things like that, because its origin is here in Australia, I'm actually sending them, then there doesn't seem to be an issue. At least that I can tell from their from the statements so far. There may be tariffs being applied in the future, but then that's no different to most other countries. I send anything to Europe, most of Europe, and it's going to get a tariff, but that's usually at the receiving end. I mean, import duties and things like that. So I'm not sure whether this is a bit of a blow up over nothing for the sake of political leverage, or whether it's a legit situation. I'm just going to keep sending stuff until I get advised otherwise. Because honestly, it would pretty much collapse an economy if you went along and did something like that. Not to say that idiotic moves like that don't happen, but it just seems even a bit too crazy. I just realised my circle thing's going to be a little bit larger than usual. Paul, you have to find your meter. I'm sure it's buried somewhere safe. Everything's always somewhere safe. Okay, we're extremely disorganized here. By the way, we will be reflowing this using the, what do you call it, the heater block, not the oven. I need my LEDs. Good on you, mate. This is also the first day I'm having to run the air conditioner in the workshop. It's not even out of winter technically, and we're already running the air conditioner. Okay, here's hoping I remember which way things go. Yep, okay, we're good. I did have to put that one LED offset like that, only just so I could fit that screw hole in there. Oh, good on you, mate. Looks like somebody's out of practice. What I could have done is kind of pulled the LEDs back and around to get away from that hole, but because this is just going to be a concept test board, I didn't bother. It's actually quite frustrating trying to get all those LEDs aligned in a nice circle like that. Nice to see that I have managed to fix up the stenciling on the controller, because before we were having problems with it. Damn it. We were having problems with there being too much paste on the pad, the ground pad on the underside, and subsequently it would periodically bridge out, which is not fun at all. Hey, Kristen Primus. Wow. Come on, Paul. Get those shakes under control. No! Some parts are a little bit too big to be using the vacuum pick and place. Oh wow, I really am. More gold soundbite in the general Discord. Oh cool, Grass Puddle, cool. Let me just finish this up and then I'll go have a look at that. That'll be fun. How the hell did you get that so quick? Maybe I shouldn't ask. Some things should not be asked. Okay, why are you guys all not... I think I know what's going on here. Basically it's just saying, just throw the 35 nano up, 35 volt ones all over. Okay, that's good. Download at my leisure. Okay, actually I can probably add that in now. I gotta go find Discord. See, news, blah blah blah. Discord. Fell off the back of a truck. Lovely. You should almost technically be out of copyright too. Okay. Oh, it's a WAV file. Okay. It shouldn't be a problem, I don't think. Let's see. CD downloads, TRCY, to donations, sounds, more gold.wav. GVim. It's hilarious. I can't program while I'm wearing the wrong glasses. This is shell script programming. Nothing fancy. Okay. Now I've got to change crash sound, browse. Let's see if this works. Just tell me.
More gold, Your Majesty.
Yeah, it looked like that might have been a bit loud.
More gold, Your Majesty.
How was that? It worked. Cool. Wrong glasses. Sounds fine. Volume what? Yeah, I pulled it down a little bit, so hopefully it'll be okay. That was what I was originally wanting. Thanks, Warren. I appreciate that feedback. If you're wondering why I've got the shakes, because I've had 2 coffees this morning because I woke up at 8 and I wanted one, so I had it. And then when Lita managed to get up, that was around about 9:30, I had another coffee. Normally don't have 2 in such a short space of time. Okay, why am I on this particular... Oh, there we go. Okay, this is going to be a bit stinky. And how's the lighting feel? I know I'd asked before and I probably missed, but are we generally pretty happy with the lighting now? For the moment. Alright, let's turn it on. 206. It'll do, it'll do. What I will be doing is I'll be changing the fill lights. Like I've got a 4200 Kelvin 40 watt panel above me, but I'm going to replace that with two of the newer adjustable ones. That's what I had to get the wall mounts for, because both my wall mounts are currently holding up the soft boxes, so I needed two more to hold the new panels. And we just gotta wait. We're only at 100. It certainly looks okay. Like, it doesn't seem too many bright highlights. Yeah, it might be able to come down like one EV step, but I think it'll be okay. Definitely I have found that having the blue silicon mat has made a significant difference in the overall feel of the capture. Alright, here we go, we're on the reflow now. We're at 165. Sure hope I got it right. Okay, the LEDs are on. Okay. Alright, that's it. Reflowing these aluminium boards is actually quite a different experience compared to the fiberglass ones. They're much quicker than the fiberglass to do. Have you seen Alex's new flux video? Hype in synthetics? I have not. So what did he buy? Did he buy a 44-gallon drum of the stuff, I'm guessing? And now he's got to offload it. Colours are good, not washed out, and no glare. Yeah, thanks, Warren. Yeah, it's a bit of a tough balance trying to get the colour in without overblowing it. I do need to still come up with a better face cam. I've got some ideas. I'm going to try one from AliExpress. Honestly, otherwise it's going to have to be... I'm going to have to find a Sony Alpha 6000 or something like that. Because this is USB. It's a Logitech 922, and it's okay, but it's not what I want. Yeah, I do want to get back to the HDMI input. It's a nice reflow, that's for sure. That the previously this would have been a problem because the inner pads would have crashed into the. Actually, I better double check that, but I'm pretty sure it should be okay now. Still a bit too much solder. I need to change the pad, the solder paste pads for these ones, reduce them down a bit. I reckon about 50% of the, definitely around about 50% of the paste is all I need. Because there's just a little bit too much balling out. Then again, I suppose a question for me is why even bother? I'm not really, I don't think I'm going to be putting this into production anymore. It was more just for me to experiment and try things. Still, wouldn't be the first time I've backed out on not doing something. My grey hairs are pretty bad, but I can live with it. Okay, we need to program this thing now. Wait, where's my ring light? Microscope light. Was not making enough on the jacked up price of Ramtech. I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, there's a lot of like the early. Let me just get this program first. Okay, that's flashed. It's all good. Yeah, doing things like rapid, no fix situation, like quickly going, no, you know what, can't fix that, send it back. That sort of stuff I'm all fine with. It's the other aspects behind it that tend to be what I think gets everybody ticked off. But yeah, I mean, I know myself. It's like if I'm spending more than 15 minutes on a job, I really have to sit there and go, is there actually a real chance I can fix this? Or am I just spinning down into the, what do you call it, the rabbit hole? Okay, I'm just going to switch over to the different light. Switch back up to the above. There we go. Alright, okay, that works. Alright, well, at least I know it works, so now I've got myself a platform to do my testing out. So yeah, I have to come up with some sort of 3D printable gimballing system. So my idea is that I will basically start with two walled spheres within each other and then slice that, and then the outer one I'll mount here, the inner one will then get mounted onto the Barlow, and then hopefully that should allow me to pivot this thing without it falling off. But I'll also have to have probably an external grub, a grub screw hole on the outer one so that I can lock wherever it is that I'm going to gimbal it. Yeah, so that's going to be fun and games. I'm going to have to use FreeCAD or something like that to produce it. I already know in my head what I want to do. It's a case of converting what's in my head into something in real life, which of course is pretty normal for most of us, isn't it? Let's see, Ben will spent way too long hand populating reflowing PCBs for yourself, eventually got made in China, best decision ever. If I was doing a lot more, I probably would. For now, though, I've got enough sort of, particularly with the USB-C boards. For now, like I'll do 4 or 8 a day, and it's fine. Sort of, I don't have a problem. But if I was doing more than, say, maybe 100, 200 a month, then I would start looking at getting someone to do it for me. But for the moment, I can fit it in within my daily routines, and at least it gives me that little bit of a personal touch. Although, I mean, agreeably, handmade stuff with electronics, pick and place, generally is going to be less consistent in quality than a factory pick and place. You know, it's one of those things where people used to associate handmade with higher quality, but when it comes to electronics, not always the case. Hey, Arilla. See, Soren said today he's not fixing MacBooks anymore. Components are too small. It doesn't seem like Soren. Oh, wait, Soren. Really? Soren said that? Oh. I mean, surely he'd be fixing the older ones. Yeah, things are up to maybe, and including the M1 series. They're still pretty viable. How long have we been chewing away here? Almost an hour. Okay, that took a long time for this. I don't think I'll stick the heatsink on yet. I think I'm going to have to mess around with those 3D prints. So Teresa's donated Creality printer is going to be fired up once more. Fire up the forge. Okay, back in there you go. Ow. Yeah, okay, I think I'm going to call it for today. I had fun. We tested that PayPal system, so that's working. Appreciate that. Thank you everyone who did contribute. And I see, once again, yeah, might have to change that text a little bit perhaps. Yeah, black maybe? It's only meant to be just sort of like a afterthought thing. Let's see. Nope, not like that. Yeah, let's change the other color. Okay, outline. Drop shadow. Okay, it's probably a bit small for that kind of thing. Oh yeah, that's not going to work. Yeah, that's unintelligible. What I don't get is I can't seem to be able to set the shadow color. Yeah, it's a bit small all over. Yeah, the text is just here. It's a bit too fine. Maybe I need to increase the font a bit. Yeah, that's kind of readable, but I think white text with maybe a shadow and we should be good. The reason why it goes black when I do this is because the master overlay is a... Yeah, anyway. Okay, white. Okay. White. Okay. Nah, they need to have more parameters on the OBS text shadowing thing. Alright. Oh yeah, you won't see anything on the phone. Yep. Yeah. Oh, it's something I can play with later. Anyway. Alright, that's it. I'm done for the day. Well, no, I'm not actually. The day has just started, but I'm done for streaming right now. And I will go and get some other jobs that need to get done. And then later on, when things are a little bit quieter, which probably will be never, but I will then start working on the 3D printing for this gimballing system. And who knows, it might open up some interesting ideas. Alright, thank you all once again. I'll see you on the next one. Till then, you all take care. I'll catch you later.